Hey there. It's been about a year since I did an update, so I guess it's about time to do that. It always takes me, I think, 500 tries to do this, but anyway, just wanted to talk about I went to a transgender parent support group on Saturday. I was asked to go, and it was their first meeting. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because towards the end of the meeting, I said, this isn't really something that I was planning on putting on my calendar every month since it's for parents. And everybody kind of jumped in and said, no, we really want you to come. It was really nice to hear a success story. So I guess I kind of wanted to talk about that. It's funny because I hadn't really thought of myself as a success story. I think that probably just comes from, not exactly being happy with life for a long time. But anyway, so my last video I talked about having trouble coming out or being concerned about being stealth or not stealth, and that kind of thing. And since then, I did come out to the particular friend that I was concerned about then, and it's been great. And as I was reflecting about this idea of a success story, I started to think about that and about how I generally don't have any problems when I come out to people. And I was saying in the group the other day that, there are some people that I feel like have more of an activist personality, and there are some people that, choose to go stealth and just don't talk about it. Or I feel like I guess I kind of fall into a category of, somebody who generally probably would be seen as stealth, but I choose to come out to people, as I start to get closer to them. So if I'm going to end up spending time with somebody, then I'm going to end up telling them. But I feel like it's, just kind of like anything that you would want to tell somebody that, is important to you. It takes a little bit, and it's more about whether or not you can trust that person, and if you feel like they're somebody that you would value their friendship and that they would respect you, and things like that. So I did end up telling somebody recently that I had become friends with, and it went really well. And I find that generally I become closer to people after I tell them. I don't know if it's because I just feel more comfortable with myself then, and I'm not worried about how they're seeing me or what. I don't know. But I kind of wanted to just bring that up because not even just with the coming out and the stealth idea, but the idea of the success story. And I also mentioned in the group that within the last 3 years, I just had my 3-year on T anniversary on September 9th. So 3 years on T, and things are great. I'm really happy. Like I said in other videos, I finally went back and I finished in May my bachelor's in psychology. So I have a bachelor's degree now, and then immediately started graduate school. So I'm attending graduate school now for sustainability. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it per se, but I'm going to see how things go in the next couple of years. So, remarkably, things have gotten pretty simple in my life, and I think that it's remarkable because I don't really know that I ever thought that I would actually get there, that things would just kind of be normal and simple and fine. Of course there are, the hiccups here and there of what to do about insurance and what to do about a hysterectomy in the future, what to do to be able to get married in the future, and things like that. But otherwise, the everyday life is pretty good. I find, though, that I'm not focused on the gender transition portion, but my life is still very much in transition because I'm trying to figure out still what it is that I want to be when I grow up. I haven't exactly figured that out yet, but I'm trying to let myself go with the flow a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out more of just what kind of person I want to be, what my goals are, what values I feel like I want to live by, things like that. So even though, well, I guess I should say that there was a trans woman in the group on Saturday, and she brought up people are crazy if they think that gender transition is just a walk in the park, and they're crazy if they think that transitioning is just going to relieve all of their problems, because she, still feels like she has a ton of problems that are not related. And, it was interesting because I guess I feel similarly, although I never thought that transition would solve all of my problems. I have to say, though, that I'm still, like I said, in transition. I'm still determining what my life is going to look like, and I feel a little bit like I kind of started from scratch. So, but on the other hand, even though I started from scratch, I'm really excited. This is kind of the first time in my life that I'm extremely excited about my future. I'm excited about the fact that things are simple these days, and that I'm in graduate school, which I never thought I would do. So things are very positive and going in the right direction. And now I just need to be a little bit more patient with not knowing how things are going to turn out, but just putting one foot in front of the other. So I guess I'm doing this video because not only the fact that I didn't do an update within the last year, but also because I needed the reminder from this Saturday that I really enjoyed watching videos of people that were farther along in transition. And so I guess I wanted to just be able to say, you know what, I've hit the 3-year mark and things are good and I'm happy and I'm incredibly grateful that I made this decision to do this transition, and that really I couldn't be happier, and my life is unfolding so much more in the way that I guess I had fantasized about it being, although I don't know that I ever actually thought that I would get there. So it's nice to be able to sit here and say, you know what, I think things are going to turn out to be the way that I want them to be, and that I'm happy and I'm healthy and I'm in a good relationship, and I have people that love me, my family supports me, and things like that. So I guess I just wanted to put that out there and reflect on that. And I don't know, I don't know if it'll mean anything to anybody else, but I just wanted to put that out there. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.